It's that time of the year to tell her that you love her and she's your main bitch. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Glad you made it. This is not a social production. We're doing it on February the 14th, the most wonderful, the romantic day of the year, 2025. If you're tuning in from Canada, the 51st day, Wagwan to me familiar, down south, further down south, in the United States, further down south than that, Mexico, South America, over there in Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Australia, the Koreas, Vietnam, over there in Shanghai, over there in Taiwan, over there in Senegal, Zimbabwe, Cote d'Ivoire, over there in Chile, all over the place, Norway, all around the world, wherever you're tuning in. Where can you find these videos? On Instagram, follow me there. Subscribe on the YouTube channel so you get the full-length videos. Subscribe on the YouTube channel so you get the full-length videos. One more time, subscribe on the YouTube channel so you get the full-length videos. So you're not, full-length videos. Patreon.com/RobSadger if you like to fiscally, financially support the show. Let's go get it. Let's do it together. It's the most, it's such a romantic day. It's February the 14th. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you, my little Valentines, all these sexy little sons and daughters of bitches out there. How to profess your love to her. How to tell him you love him. It's one day of the year. The rest of the year, forget about it. But this day, today, is the most romantic day of the year, ladies and gents. And I'll tell you what, you want to show you love her, forget the diamonds, forget the rings and the vibrators and the plate tectonics, and forget it all. Forget the green juice, forget the enemas, forget it all. All you need to do is sit her down right by your side, put your beautiful shoulder around her neck, squeeze her tight and let her know you love her, and watch one of these videos, or all of them. Go insane, watch all of them from the beginning, or just start today, it doesn't matter. But this is the most romantic gesture that you could make for her, to tell her and the world that you love her. Unless you don't love your bitch, then don't show her the video. And I guess we know what kind of relationship you're in. If you're not showing her this video, guess you don't fucking love her. And guess what, lady? I guess you don't really love him either if you're not subscribing and watching these videos together. God, but it's easy. It's easy to do. So go ahead and do it. It's the most logical day of the year, where men all around the world go out there and spend money on chocolates, on cakes, on flowers, on cards, and maybe a dinner or like dessert too, and like more drinks if you drink, or just water if you're like non-alc. Maybe smoke one, and then you to go down on her, and then you eat her out, and then you turn her around and you spit on it, and then you put it in her puss, and then you put a little thumb in her ass, and it's nice and she likes it, and it's Valentine's Day. And you're like, I do most of that on a regular basis anyway. Today's the day where you just got to do it a little bit more. Maybe put a little bit more of your thumb in her ass this time. There, it's Valentine's Day. And maybe when she's giving you head, she'll play with your taint and, play with your asshole, see if you like it a little bit. Just in and around, and not too much, not inside. And all right, it's like maybe a little bit of the finger. All right, like maybe like 2/3 of the finger. Maybe if you like it, all right, full finger. If you really like it, full fist. Oh my God, she's in you, elbow deep. It's Valentine's Day. She's inside your entire body right now. She's just, oh my gosh, she's embedded inside you. She's all the way inside. And that's Valentine's Day. It's a little bit of Valentine's Day. I hope you're all celebrating out there. It's nice. You knew she was the one from the beginning that you met her. The one, the only. You knew she was the only one from the get-go, from even before your time, even before humanity became what it is today right now. Even from the that's right. That's how you knew. That's how early this love is. That's how the further back it goes, the more in love you were. I remember, in the collective consciousness, we knew that it was the one. You were the one for him, and she's the one for you, and you're the one for him from the beginning, from the get-go. Right from the get-go, back when we didn't used to wear pants and clothing items, back when we were even, just scrambling in and out of caves, trying to make fire, and then trying to go there and fight the lions and the tigers and the whatever else animals that were out there. And despite nothing being around, at the end of the night, if you were to make it back home at the cave, you knew that she was the one for you. Like, you then slept at wherever you could sleep on, so you might get up and in the middle of the night, somebody was, Also getting up to be like, is everything okay? Just to check on the crew, just the camp, the little clan that you were in. The next thing you know, you're making love with another lady. And but that doesn't mean that your own lady was asleep. That doesn't mean that she wasn't the one for you and that you weren't the one for her. Despite all the perils and the dangers of the world, you knew that there was only one and one only, and that if she were to be taken away from you, there were other ones to follow. But at the time, until that time comes, she's the only one. She was the only one, and she'll still remain the only one, and he'll remain the only one as well for you, unless he goes into some sort of like a battle and he gets like fucking devoured by some, animal, half man, half animal sort of a creature. You know what I mean? The next thing you know, next dog in the lineup would have to come and bark up your leg, lady, and then he became the one. So from the get-go, we knew that there was only one and one only for each an individual out there, despite the fact that there's like billions of us. So there's like one and one only one for you. So to celebrate, we remember, our ancestors and how they used to mate, just monogamously, just one-on-one, no extracurricular activities outside the time that you were maybe hunting. Then if if Puss walked around in the sub-Saharan, you were with your spear and you're just, your nuts in your palms, and you're just like waiting for an animal to come and hunt it. Next thing you know, just free-titted bitch walks around in sub-Saharan Africa. Then you're away from your chick for like 7 days because it took a long time. You traveled by foot. Then you might get yourself in some sort of an entanglement. But outside of that, you knew back home that she's the only one. Back home when you're gone, and a couple of fellas, the younger fellas, had to stay back, make sure the clan doesn't get attacked by the other clan. So they probably gave your lady a couple of pumps here, a couple of pumps there, you know what I'm talking about. But when you returned to camp, you knew that she was the only one for you. And we evolved eventually. We came around. Now we're busy doing things, and most of it is different, but more or less the same. So when you're together for a really long time, she's the one for you until one of you happens to. And everybody takes really good care of themselves, so nobody's gonna you're the one for her and she's the one for you, unless there's some sort of unfortunate tragic event that takes your lover away from you at a young age, and then in that case, it's sad times. But soon after, you'll find somebody else. So there's one for you that but and she's not gonna die, and he's not gonna die either. Why would anything happen to anybody ever? But there's one and one only. All right, remember that. It's all for love. It's romantic times, ladies. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So go out there, spend a lot of money, put yourself into debt. Nothing says you're living in the moment like putting yourself into a lot of debt. Go out there. If you got a credit card right now, empty it out. Buy the most expensive jewelry. Book a vacation that you can't afford. Doesn't matter. Stop thinking about the future too much. Stay present. Credit card debt means nothing in the present moment. Who's bothered by 19% interest rates? Not you, not you. Let's go get some puss overseas. That's what I'm talking about. Love. It's all good. It's all good. Love is good. Stay strong. Relationships. Stay strong. I believe that I just heard this again. More news of Ye. I'm sorry. This is he goes in and out of the cycle. He's doing. I love the music. What can I say? And the news is love related, so we're gonna talk about a little bit. Ye and Bianca Sensori maybe breaking up. I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you. And I said to myself, my God, if this legitimate, for real relationship in Hollywood can't make it work, then what chance in hell do the rest of us have? God. What was it? Was it the suit? Was it the dress? Was it the lack of dress? Or was it the Jew-hating comments? Which one was it? Because I think we all learned a little something today, or maybe like yesterday or the day before. I don't know when it happened, but what was it? What broke the relation? Is it breaking? I don't know. But if they are to, who knows? But what caused it? You want to know. As individuals, we generically want to know, because you want to be, you learn from each other. We learn from each other, and you want to know, what is it? You don't want your bitch breaking up with you either. You're like, what do I do? Do I dress her up in a new dress, or, just dabble in some, anti-semantics or some other group here's the thing. I think lesson learned, you can't do both. That's what I think we just learned. You got to pick one, and, undressing her in front of people's in the public's a little bit cuck, but if you're going to do it, you can't be dropping, anti-semantics or other, so you can't be hating on other groups. I guess or pick your battles, pick the ones if you're going to do a little bit of, hating on a particular group, any group, do it a little bit inside the bedrooms, inside the interiors of your house. And then you gotta opt out of the dresses that are nude and are, it's a little bit cucky. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is a little bit cucky. It's just what in my eyes, and some people might say it's really, it's ahead of its time. It's fucking, it's women's liberations movements, titties all out, vag all out. I'm all for it. I get it, but it is a little bit cuck. Because essentially you're inviting others to look at you, gawk at your women, and you're saying, here, look, and men's look at those tits and badge and say mentally, at least to themselves, if they're, or with their homies, or with their dogs, or with their wife if she's cool, or girlfriend if she's cool, and be like, yeah, I'd hit it, you'd say that. So although physically men's aren't hitting it, but like verbally, mentally, they're hitting it. So that's, and then you're standing there, you're liking it, you like the attention. It's cuckery, it's what it is. It's cuck, in my opinion, in my eyes. Nonetheless, love the music, make a banger album, and all things will be just forgotten. It doesn't matter which was it the new dress, or the, or the tweets, or was a combination of both? Or was it did we just learn another lesson right now, how to break up with your chick or mans if you really want to get out of a relationship but don't have the heart to do it? Do a little bit of hate on a group. Just pick any group, any group, and everybody's a minority. You're like, which minority? Any group that you like. You could just, start being a little bit, just a wee bit, and then, but make sure you don't go like full into character like Donnie Brasco, and then you start loving it, and then you become it, and then so take it, just use it a little bit, have them break up with you, and then ditch the verbiage, and then go back to love, peace, and harmony, and all that. I don't even know what I'm talking. It's about love, but I'm just trying to say, if they can't make it work, if a real relationship, like a Hollywood relationship, couple can't make it work in front of cameras, then what chance in hell do we have? Is all I gotta say. I say take a chance, learn from it, expose your lady or man in front of in a party next time you attend. Just dress them up in it. And just because it didn't work out for them, it doesn't mean it's not gonna work out for you. Take off your lady's dress in front of everybody, or your man's suit in front of everybody, and just make a little slur here and there, and watch the good things happen to you. Because it's percentages. It's a numbers game. I think the only reason why it didn't work is just not many people are doing that combo. So the more people do that combo, you'll see more relationships actually working. It's just one couple, nude dress, verbiage that is a little bit like semantics, So it's what it is. Pick your battles. Also, just it's all about learning, pushing the boundaries, what you can handle, what your partner can handle, and it's hopefully they'll get over it. Maybe I want them to stay together, and moving forward, wear all the dresses. Never again shall they go in public ever in nude. Wear all the dresses. From now, Kanye was, I guess, already doing that with the mask, and doesn't matter. It's over. I think the story's over. Now that their relationship is rock solid. It's a rock solid, real relationship, not a fake relationship. It's a real relationship. These people are real. Their relationships are real. They care about each other, really, they do. It's not about the spotlight. It's not about attention. It's not about publicity. It's not about just it's about love. And again, you too can use that to your advantage. So the dress was great. Make sure you get the same for your lady. Other things you can get your lady this Valentine's Day, or just any time of year, because it's that wonderful. It's the most logical time of the year. Pay extra for the puss that you normally get. Pay extra for the puss that you normally get. Normally get the same puss at a higher rate on February 14th. Throughout the decades, it's a wonderful time. Pay a little bit of extra for that same puss or cock, depending on what you suck. It's good times, ladies and gents. What else can you get them, though? The lover of your life, the one and only. Get him. I thought about this, and I think that we got to go a little bit past material. It's still material, but it's not one of those things where you can go it's not like bling bling fashion fucking, it's just it's raw. It's from inside you. I say take your appendix that you don't need, right? Take it out. A lot of people dispose of it. They just chuck it. Oh, I don't need my appendix. I'll just, I don't want it. Get rid of it. I don't want it. Not my appendix. Get rid of it. Here, doc, yours. Take your appendix out and put it on a chain and give it to her. That's what I'm talking. It's more of an accessory. It's not like an everyday item, but it could be both. It's unisex. I found that out. It's unisex. Anybody can sport it. Males, females. Give it to your lover. Make it into like a. It's not anything. You can't really. I don't think you can put anything into it. Maybe like a little bit liquids, but it's probably best if you just, again, put it on a chain. Just kind of like make it into a necklace. Give your appendix to your lover. How sweet is that? Instead of, because people used to do, you've seen this, the little bit of blood and like, you get a little vial and fill it up with your blood or her blood or his blood, doesn't matter. And then you could get an appendix. That thing is good to go. It's like, hang it on a little keychain and then like hang it off her new purse that you bought her for Valentine's Day. Or you got him a new car for his Valentine's Day gift. That's sweet of you. That's so sweet of you. You got him a new car, air freshener. Remove it from the rear view mirror. Hang your appendix off so every time he gets in the car, smells that new car smell and takes a look at that appendix just in flesh, just kind of like dripping and maybe pulsating, but nonetheless reminding her or reminding him that you're waiting for them at the end of the day to go back, rev that engine, get back to that ass. So it's a wonderful time. Just thinking, yes, appendixes make a great accessory. Anybody could wear it. Is it a little bit like, oh, I don't want to, I've already got a lot on in my hands and in my pockets. You got the keys, you got the wallets, you got the cell phone. What's one more item? When you're emptying out your pockets to pay for something at a cash register anywhere? Just put one more item on top of the phone, the chain, and the keychain and the wallet. Just put your appendix on top and let people know that, hey, I'm that guy, I'm that lady. It's a little bit of my lover's body with me all the time. Or if you're not in a relationship, just take yours out, have it around with you. It's a good conversation starter. People will be like, what is that? It's my appendix. Why do you still have it? Because it's mine, it's part of my body. I'm not just gonna give it up for free. Next thing you know, some doctor hoarding like appendixes or appendixes, you know what I'm talking about, and they're just dealing appendixes, and they tell you it's not worth anything. Then why do they want it? Why do they get rid of it then? Why do they take it and not give it back to you? If it's just, I'll take my parts, thank you. Even if I don't need you don't need it, I'll take it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure a way out to use it. Thank you. Go on a plane and want to fall asleep? Just, forget the neck pillows. Put a little bit of appendix right between your ear and your shoulder. Snooze fest right there. Didn't have to spend a dime going to Walmart's or the Amazons or wherever else to get a little neck pillow. And it looks much better too. So there you go, appendix accessories. Use that wisely, ladies and gents. It's that time of year for you to show her your love, aka your cock. Surprise her. It's the best thing you could do. As soon as she wakes up, have your cock ready. Just be hovering above her and put your cock in her mouth. Surprise. It's your birthday. Not your birthday, but it's Valentine's Day, so it's kind of like your birthday. There you go. Or like better yet, ladies, as soon as he wakes up, stuff your vag right over his nose. Rub your clit all over his nose. And like today, I guess it's a little bit too late, but like now you learned today. Today you could do it in the evening, but the surprise aspect you just learned today can come next Valentine's Day. As soon as he's about to wake up, February 14th, it's like fucking, 4:37 a.m. Just hang from the ceiling using some sort of, pulley and lever system. Just hang above the ceiling as soon as he just, wakes up with his nose. There you go. Your asshole's on his nose. Happy Valentine's Day, baby. Sniff it up, sniff it up. It's my asshole. Sing that song for him. He'll love it. Ladies and gents, what else is going on? A lot is going on in and around the world. Elon Musk was just at the conference, at a press con or some conference at the White House recently, just over the past few days. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I did see a moment where I believe he brought his child to the White House. I believe, and President Trump was there. It was nice. And it's great. I saw a bit of the video. I'll say this, bring your kid to work day, or we're not gonna, Children are fantastic. They're great. If you have them, they're great. But I will say this. Children, I'm not going to pick on a kid or any specific kid. I'm going to generically pick on children just in general right now, just for a second, if we can, together as adults. Children, although they might be, adorable, little fluffy, little whatever, cute, great kids, they're not reliable. They're not reliable. They're not going to show up each and every. So I figured if Elon Musk or if any other person in the admin needs a child to have around them or on them, I'm willing to voluntarily just climb on your shoulders and play with your hair and walk around, and I will say things that are cute and adorable, like I need to pee, but I can show up on a daily basis. You can't count on kids to be there all the time, man. Get your head in the game, man. Come on. You can't count on kids to show up. It's one time only. They want to nap. They want to play. I can pretend like I want to play. I want to play. I pull on your hair, dude. But I got more grip with my hands. I could actually, if you want me, if at any moment you want me, and this is with anybody else in the admin or anywhere else in the world, that if you need a kid to be on, if you're going to be on camera, you're like, I want to bring forget about it. They're unreliable. I will climb onto your shoulders and I'll play with your hair and I'll poke you in the eye. But again, good, firm, solid hands. Should anything happen to you, if they, I weigh a little bit more than the babies, of course. Okay. But it's like a lean, 140, 150 muscle. I haven't weighed myself in a long time. More or less look the same, just pure muscle. 150, let's just $150 muscle, right? I climb on your ass. I play with you. I grab your shoulder. I squeeze your tit a little bit. Everybody laughs. It's beautiful. But the reliability, the most important aspect of life, consistency and reliability. You can't expect a toddler to show up to meetings consistently because you don't know. They might crap their pants. Or they might not, or they might not, dude, or they might not. One time you're gonna need them to crap their pants, and you're just waiting. He's on your shoulder, waiting to for whatever reason, you need them to crap your pants so that this conference can really just whatever, right? I can crap on demand. Just give me a little bit of laxatives. Give me a little bit of. I will mix food up prior. I will have tacos. I will have dairy. I will have McCain's breakfast pockets, which again, if you know, you know. If you don't know, go back a few episodes. McCain's breakfast pockets will fuck your boy's stomach up, and I will shart on your neck, and everybody be like, and there'll be shart just dripping down your neck, and I'll just be like, whatever you're talking about doesn't matter. But what matters is that I'm reliable, consistent. Babies, generally speaking, toddlers, they're not ready for work. They are not. They will cry. They will throw tantrums. I can throw tantrums. I can cry on demand. These babies can't cry on demand. These babies cannot. I will grab every reporter need be talks to my daddy in a way that I will kick them in their shins and their nuts. You can't tell your kid to do that. Still don't understand, man. No matter how smart they might, they're toddlers, little babies. You can't expect that. I will run and kick the reporters in the shin if they ask the stupid question to our president. I will kick him in their shin and I'll run back and. You can tie my shoes for me. I'll climb back on top of your shoulders. Climb like a little koala. And I'll suck on your titty. Reliable, consistent. Not like your toddlers out there. So again, this is not just for Elon, anybody else out there. If you need a grown, reliable toddler man, I will... How fucking realistic was that, dude? It's me. You're like, did he just instantaneously revert back to the age of 3 or 4? I could. Right there again, it's me. Relax. At your service. They say the key to success is finding somebody rich that looks exactly like you and then killing them and then taking over their life. That's one of the keys to success. Find somebody who looks exactly or somewhat like you. Get rid of them, take over their life. Easy breezy, done. You're welcome. Nobody will answer that to you. You're like, how do I get rich quick? There is no, Find somebody who looks like you, a doppelganger of sorts. Take over their, I'm not telling you to go kill them. You could, If you want to get away with it, I don't know how you're gonna do that part, but like get rid of them. I don't care how you do it. Get rid of them, replace them, take over their life. All right. I'm not quite sure. Allegedly, rumors. I don't know who starts these rumors on the lines, man. Pete Davidson may have just recently been doppelganged or cloned, or somebody may have replaced Pete Davidson. We know him from the SNLs and the movies, and he's great, and we love him. But guess what? He used to have tattoos, lots of tattoos. Now all of a sudden we see him popping up, no tattoos. No tattoos, Pete Davidson. What is it really, Pete? How do we know that it's not a cloned Pete Davidson, or somebody that looks like him is just short? Oh, I'm Pete Davidson, no tattoos, Pete. Yeah, right, Pete Davidson. Okay. How do we know? How do we know for sure? Is all I'm saying. Somebody either just took over Pete Davidson's life, is option A. B, it's a doppelganger, it's a clone. C, he's got a twin, a secret twin that we don't know, and maybe the real Pete Davidson is just tired and maybe vacationing, and he's like, just go fill in, and then he'll get tattoos again and come back and say, never mind. And so maybe it's a twin, I don't know. So that's A, B, C, that's a twin, doppelganger, clone, twin, or somebody that looks like him replaced him. These are the options that are avails. We hope that Pete Davidson is all right, is doing well. It's a fucking travesty, but that's the lesson learned there. Find somebody who looks like you and take over their life. Could be done. Get a little bit of plastic surgery. It's worth the investment. If they're loaded, worth a lot of money. Get a little bit of plastic surgery. Take over their life. Key to success, find somebody that looks like you. I gotta learn math and physics. No, you don't. No, you don't. Somebody that looks like you, is rich and looks like you. Easy breezy. You don't need physics. AI does physics way better than you do physicists. Okay? So find someone who looks like you. You're welcome. Saving you a lot of time. There was a video that just popped up on the internet, and it included a lot of celebrities, and they were kind of like saying, something in regards to Ye again. Kanye it's been a fruitful week or 10 days or so about Ye. It's nice. It's good. The video, maybe you've seen it, maybe you've not. It's a bunch of celebrities, like, with the Star of David on a printed tee, a Star of David, it's like a hand, it's a thing. And they're all saying like, no to Ye or whatever, something along those lines. I don't know, I don't care. Doesn't matter. The point is, the video is fake. If you watched it, you just watched a fake video. Some of the stars included in the video, I don't remember many of them. I just remember one, Scarlett Johansson, or ScarJo, or Scarlett Johansson, because she's a handsome lady. Her real name's Scarlett Johansson. They changed it to it's Johansson, but it's Johansson, Scar Johansson. And she said, she made a video, or maybe she gave some comments about it, and said, we got to do something about the lookalikes and the replicas and the likability of the videos. And it's a thing. It's the age of truth. It's the age of now we know. Now you know. The downsides of being able to replicate people in real life on videos and on the their voices in movies, there's pros and cons, of course. The pros you could alter it using AI, you could alter images, you could alter people's voices to sound better. I believe a couple of movies that are nominated for the Oscars are actually doing that. The Brutalist, maybe, to get a little bit more of a Hungarian accent, and maybe another video. Maybe it was the Emilia Perez one too, I'm not quite sure. They're doing things with the AI, with the voices and the images. You could take people's likeness and make replicas, real life replicas. And that could be, it could be dangerous, which we like a little bit of danger, don't we? We like it when it's a little bit spicy, a little bit zesty. A little zesty, papa, little jalapeno, zesty, papa. It's nice. What you need to do is weigh the pros and cons. Pros versus cons. Cons, it would be crazy if a world leader got on the telly and said something cray, and it looked legit, and we didn't have a way to check quickly, and then somehow people didn't take the time to check, and they reacted to it. it could cause a controversy or like an international incident, and we wouldn't like that, would we? Right? We don't want, right? I don't know, maybe we do, I don't know. But if we do, then it's a pro. Then it's a pro. You cause an international, incident and blame it on the AI. Have somebody say something, and then have others react to it. If it goes well, super. If it doesn't go well, well then blame it on the AI. It was an AI video. It was a fake. You got duped. You got duped. But how could real people, real regular average people use this to do? Because it's great when you see, you're like, oh, that's fantastic. I'm not ScarJo. I'm not gonna have a video of me replicated somewhere. How am I gonna use this? My family, how are they gonna use this? I'll tell you what. Create a video of your wife, a fake video of your wife or husband declaring to you that they've been cheating on you for the past 3 months. Have that video ready on your phone or your laptop. Then you go out there. That's a free hall pass right there. Now you get to cheat. And then if it ever comes up, bring the video and you're like, look at this video. You just told me in this video that you were cheating. I thought this was just a free hall pass. I'm a forgive and forget type of guy. I guess this, and then she's like, I didn't make that video. Those aren't my real tits. Look at these. Look, one of the tits is 5 fingers. And you're like, oh, I guess if you really want to pay attention to details, all getting down to nitty gritty, I guess it's not your titty after all. All right, so you can blame events on it, which is nice. You get a free hall pass. Your boss works at the bank. He's the head manager of the bank. Have a video of your boss telling you go rob the bank between certain hours. Rob the bank. Bring up the video if you ever get caught. My boss told me to rob the bank. Make some sort of elaborate story. Of course, just having your boss tell you go rob the bank is probably not sufficient enough, but nonetheless, be like, he was threatening my family in the video. Have him say that. I'm your boss. Bill, I'm your boss. Jake, I'm your boss. It's your boss. Go rob the bank between 7 to 10, or I'll take care of your family. Oh, fucking make it threatening. Use AI to make, it's a free hall pass. They basically free hall pass videos for everybody. Go, you're at a company, make a video of your boss firing the guy that's also competing for your same position. You want to get a raise? You want to climb the ladder? You want to fucking climb that ladder? Well, sometimes you got to look back behind you. Somebody else is on that ladder. You got to spit in their eye and kick in the face, man. Lady, make a fake video of your boss firing that individual. Show it to them and have them pack their shit and go home. Next thing you know, they're fucking out there losing their mind because they've been performing really well. Why would they let me go? I just need to talk to the boss. Don't. He's really mad at you. Make another video indicating in the video with your fake boss that they're mad at their employee, the one that they just got rid of. Boom. So this is actually a blessing in disguise. With technology, there's pros and cons. We just went over a ton of pros that, I don't want my likeliness to be, I don't want my voice to be demonetized or whatever, replicated or monetized, whatever, it doesn't matter. May use it to your advantage. It all comes with pros and cons. Use it to your advantage. International incidents, yes. Job losses, yes. Getting in and out of, the murky situations with the old lady, the one and only, yes. All of it. Take that technology. You thought you're gonna ruin humanity. We're using you. Who's using you? We're using tech. That's right. Feels good to be using tech, ladies and gents. Japan. Japanese. Oh, news from Japan. It's news from Japan. They're going nuclear again. My beautiful Japanese, beautiful people. The Fukushima went down some time ago, more than a decade ago. The little nuclear incident, nuclear stuff got out. Nuclear disaster of sorts. Nuclear facility disaster of sorts. People had to leave their homes. Hundreds of thousands of people had to leave their homes. Waters maybe got contaminated. The area was not habitable anymore. It doesn't matter. It's over. They realize that they can't just rely on the fossil fuels and the coals, that they need to revamp up their nuclear facilities. and it's exciting. What's exciting about it? I don't know. I think we're figuring out that nuclear is probably like, we need to just make it better and cleaner and make it, so that there's lesser chances of it, spilling outward somehow, whether through natural disasters or it's man-made incidents or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that the nuclear stuff doesn't get, the chemicals don't leak, so you don't, grow a tail or, start, getting kind of like your skin becomes like translucent. Although that'd be pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. Has anyone gotten translucent skin? Anyone? Chernobyl? Anyone near the areas? Fukushima? Anyone? I'd like to see that. But nonetheless, what's exciting for me is that I'm telling you right now, Japan, you've done a lot of great things, and I've not been. I'd like to go. I'd like to visit the great nation of Japan. Konnichiwa. Kawasaki. Fucking practicing, dude. I'm good. I am good with my Japanese sushi. I think we're all just sinking now. We are. My Japanese is karate, black belt, white belt, purple belt. All Japanese terms. Purple belt. It's when you mix red and blue together and you get purple. And then belt is, they're indicated something you wrap around your waist. It's a word to hold up your pants. Nonetheless, ladies and gents, I just want to say this, Japan, if you're gonna nuclear, I want to see Godzilla. I want to make a mix the nuclear with, I want to see it. I want to see it attacking people. Get a lizard, dunk a lizard in enough nuclear material. Can we please? I don't want to see the mammoth, the woolly mammoth. Not into it. It's just a larger elephant. Godzilla on the other, just stomping over peoples, and that part is probably no bueno, but it'd be pretty legit. Like, it's nice to see. I want to see a large lizard walking amongst neon lights in Tokyo and kind of just like, maybe not damaging too many buildings, but I do want to see Godzilla. So can we please, my Japanese friends, my Japanese mi familias, the syndicate that we are, hey, who's talking right now? It's just us, bunch of yakuza people just doing yakuza things. All right, fellas, let's get it going. Can we get a lizard? Can we get a giant lizard? Just with tiny hands and a large tail. Whack things with it. I want to see it, Japan. So I'm excited. It's nice. Nuclear is good. Go do it big, do it well, and make sure you get a giant lizard that is capable of just doing damage. A lot of events are happening. It's been a busy, a lot has been going on. All right, ladies and gents? I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. I have to make you an offer you can't refuse. Mafia in Italy has made a little bit of news. There's been a large arrest in Italy, one of the largest since the 1980s, since 1984, I believe. 150 mafiosos were arrested in Italy. It was one of the largest operations that went against the mafia in some time. And they're still up and about doing things, but they're down 150 people. So we are recruiting, the mafia is recruiting 100. If you desire family, respect, loyalty, hard work. Do you like hierarchies? It's fucking hierarchy city in the mafia. There's an order to things. 150 people are out the way, which means new people need to be brought in. Do you like wearing suits? Optional. You could wear beautiful Italian suits. You could continue doing whatever you were doing. That is but now let me ask, do you like drug trafficking, extortion, strong arming? I don't particularly know what that one means. Strong arming, I don't know if you gotta have a strong arm, physically. Are you strong armed? Is it singular, as in strong arming, one arm, one of your arms is really strong? Maybe you've been jerking off for 15, 20 years of your life. and you've developed a really strong arm, so you can strong arm. Do you like racketeering? That's like, I think a sport of sorts. I think it's like a good, badminton or tennis. If you're into racketeering, it's good. So all of it is available. Do you like reporting to others above you, and then also like giving orders to people below you? This could all happen in the mafia, and it's available to you right now. And making nothing put a horse's head in his butt, Michael. It's all about family. So join if you are looking to join it. Like you're like, I don't know which club to join. So many clubs available out there. And of course, on the opposite side of that, you could always join the police force who fights the mafias. So it's like, you got options. There's different clubs for everybody. It's different clubs for everybody. Which one was cops and robbers? Remember when you used to play cops and it's the same thing, just grown up with actual consequences. But really no consequences for a really long time. Every once in a while, a little bit of consequences. Most of the time, it's actually a lot of fun. All right, a little bit of a little bit of scaring is, to give me some money for backup, where your business is gonna suffer from lack of backup. And then you walk in and there's like a little table that's not reserved for you, but it's actually reserved for you. It's nice. It's good. It's good. Get out there. Get after it. Or join law enforcement. Either or. It's like, coin, two sides to it. But you gotta make bank. You gotta make money. Either way. Join both. Join both. That's the way to go, really. What else is going on in and around the world? I'm glad you asked, guys, because this Valentine's Day, romantic times of the year, as China is having a little bit of a situation with the marriages, man. It's not working out. Marriage rates in China are plummeting. They're going down. People are not getting married. And I'm looking at this, I'm just wondering, is that just China? Or could this be more of like a global trend? I don't know. Just because it's local doesn't mean it's international. Sometimes it could be though, who knows? So marriages are apparently going, what does that say about things? It's saying that it's just like it's people, apparently, it may be due to economical circumstance. Sometimes it's just that. I think it's to the point where people are having enough money to be independent, whether you're male or female, but not enough to start families. And that is something that I would have maybe worried about like maybe 5-10 years ago. But as we just learning life is about, as we learn more, I don't think that it's not a concern unless like it's a personal concern. From a societal aspect, populations can always be just made in the lab now. I believe we can do that. So we're not going to be looking at people. We're like, we need to encourage people to have more babies. If we want babies, we'll make them in the lab. So that's not the concern. The concern would be if you actually genuinely care about people having families. But why would you care about anybody else wanting to have a family anyway? It's kind of weird outside of your own little bubble with your family and friends. Why would you care if anybody else is having a family? Cares about that? Doesn't matter. The point is going down. Marriages are going down. People want to be more independent apparently. women's, getting into the workforce for obviously it's been more than a little while, which is beautiful. Independence, titties outside of marriage, hell yeah, dude. And yeah, people want to start families just because they want to, and we're evolving. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. The question is, is it just in China, or is it happening in and around the world? Will marriage be, do we wish to bring it back? Do we want or do we be maybe it's good that people took their time a little bit and kind of think things through. Do we need to put a ring on it, or can we just I'll blow you sucky me, we just you live in together, you move together, you don't even move into, you just different, just keep your shit separate. I eat you out, you give me head, we'll watch a movie, we'll go out for walks, sucky fucky, din here, there, din there, maybe a little bit of vacation here and there, and it's just, why do we need to? So are people just, our marriage is going to be down the line, will people, I wonder if people will get married in the future. They probably will. It's gonna be around, but it will, maybe it'll decrease over the next few decades. We'll see. Why do I personally, it is a little, getting the state involved has always been one of those things that I'm not particularly in favor of. I do enjoy the concept of love, being fucking locked in with the sticky icky between your legs, just scissoring. I like that. That is beautiful. But I'm not worried about population decline anymore. I'm not ever worried about population increase. Populations can be easily, if we want more babies, we'll make lab babies. If we want less babies, we will make it economically too much, it's not feasible for you to have a baby. We'll just make it so impossible for you to have a baby that you'll just be happy to make enough to pay your rent. You're not gonna be able to afford a house. It'll take you a long time. Mortgages are now being set to 40 years. You'll be dead and still be paying your mortgage, which is nice, which only gives you time to really focus and not, because it's a responsibility. It comes with marriages. And it could be financially stressful. It could be, because you'd get together and then you'd separate, things happen. You've seen people, it happens. You gotta be a little bit wiser. You gotta take your time, get to know the person if you want to get married. Or just fucking roll the dice, go with it. I don't know what I'm telling you. Go with it, roll the dice, get married early. Have a lot of babies, have the most amount of babies. The money will come. Have a lot of babies. Children bring money. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that there is no point to what I was saying in case of you're what's the, I don't know, I just read, it was interesting to me. It's interesting to me because China had that one child policy. Now you see marriages not being what they used to be. So it's just is it a local trend? Is it a global trend? Should we be concerned, or should we just be fucking chill, bro? Just chill. Who cares, dog? I don't care. Single life, solo flyer for life. No, but I want the Chinese people to get married and have lots of babies. Have double your babies, dude. Have a lot of babies. I want everybody to do that. Have a lot of families. Have a lot, just spread out into the, let's see if we can double the population. Let's just set a record just for fun. Let's just see if we can double the population. Let's go to what are we at? 8 billion right now? Let's just 16 billion, dude. 16 billion, just put it on everybody. Let's do it. Let's double the population. As a group, let's say a team exercise. Team exercise, double the population, I'll give you 36 days. Come on, 36 days, double the population. Everybody get busy. Dude. Less work for everybody. There's more people, the work is gonna be, work is gonna be divided in more, there's no need for you to work so hard. There's more people, making a sandwich used to take, 10 people back in the day, and it takes almost none now. The machines do it. Who cares? So it's not like we even need them for work. What do you need people for? It doesn't matter. Have the babies. Nonetheless, have babies. Babies are important, I think. Ladies and gents. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. You're the only one for me. And from the start, and you're ready run. As soon as I put my cock in your purse and didn't have the heart to break it off, it was meant to be a one-night stand. But look at us now, 4 years in, and you're the only one. Should've just never picked up the phone when you texted me. unless you're in love, which is great. Really happy that I answered back. Now we're in it. It's a long time committed relation. We're so committed to this relation. Ladies and gents, what else is going on in and around the world, man? There's a lot of things that have been happening in Chile. In Chile, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little bit, this one is, I don't know how to read this one, to be honest with you. It's a little bit, just get into it together. A Chilean whale and a Chilean man try to get together while a Chilean man was in the waters near Chile, off the coast of Chile, in South America and Latin America, Chile. Saw a whale saw the man, the whale put the man in his mouth, swallowed the man, spit him out. The man's father was nearby. Oh, calm down, relax, mijo, is what he says. I'm long ago, stay calm, mijo. You know, and this is just breaking internationally. It's international news. It's sensational. Should man, generally speaking, not this man, just it raises the question, interspecies sexual relations, is it a thing? Bestiality, do we promote it or not? Because the man's father was like, calm down, mijo, don't relax, mijo, don't go further, don't do more than you've already done now. Clearly, this man has a affinity for whales, and the whale seems to be into it as well. Put him whole in his mouth, deep-throated the man, and then spat him out because of societal pressures, because we've heard that animals and humans should not do the deed. Here we just saw what love is love, man. It was in the middle of the water. Splish, splash, sploosh. Next thing you know, you're inside a whale, and it's fucking comforting. But society tells you, get out, get out, get out, get out. Stay calm, get out. Don't interbreed with other animals. When are we going to stop, ladies and gentlemen, and stop being so just judgmental, just telling people what they can and can't do? It. If a man wants to make love to a whale in the Chilean waters and just be chill, and who are we to judge? Who are we to judge? What if that whale and that man can coexist? Maybe the whale can swallow him and take him places, show him things he's never seen before, have him experience things that he's never experienced before. And maybe if he were to spend more time with this whale, we'd finally figure out what they're trying to tell us. Oh, what are they saying? As soon as somebody starts spending a little bit of time, all of a sudden everybody's like, calm down, get out of the water, relax. It's just so much societal pressure. Leave the man be, leave the whale be. If they want to make sweet, sweet love, they should be able to do so. My Chilean friend, if that whale is the one for you, if you knew, looking at his eyes or her eyes, I'm not quite sure of the sex of it, it doesn't matter, it's 2025 at this point, who cares? I, for one, am behind you, far away, but in spirit, behind you. I support it. If you want to get with a whale, man, and today is the day of love. Today, and any other day, maybe this way I would just let it go, but today is a day of love. If a man wants to make it with the whale, then my God, we're gonna make it happen.
I can't refuse, Max. I'm giving me half of a headache. Come on.
The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that we should not judge. Or if we do, like, let them be. Do it like a little gossip session around the water cooler, but let them be. If they want to bone, let them bone. Egg prices have apparently gone up. I've not really checked personally, but this is what I've read. I don't know, to be honest with you. It's been a while since I bought a whole bunch of eggs myself. I'd opt for brekkie outside, a little quick McDonald's brekkie sandwich. Little McMuffin for boy. Goes in Tum Tum Boy happy. Little snack him up. Tum Tum Boy's happy. A little egg with a little bacon, a little cheese. So good. So good, so happy in my tum. I guess Happy I eats it. I don't care for the prices of eggs, but apparently they are going up, so I do care. I care the most. But I'm not just one. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, problem. I see problems. Solution City. Here's what I propose. If eggs have become too expensive, peep this. Get yourself a chicken. Oh, so simple. So simple. It is simple. Get a chicken. Get a chicken. You know, carry it around with you. I don't know why people are opting for more cats and dogs. We got to get with chickens, man. They produce eggs on the go. Have a chicken under your arm. Walk up to a lady. What a beautiful conversation starter. Hey, lady, you still single out there? See a fella with a chicken? That fella's a fucking keeper right there. You can pet that chicken. It's so cute. And also lays an egg, which is sustenance, where you see a pet dog, beautiful little chihuahua, little rottweilers, they're all cute, aren't they? They're all so fucking cute. Yes, they are. Oh, they're so fucking cute. Melts your heart, but they cannot sustain you. Unless like it's a female dog and I'm like, maybe it's like pregnant and gives birth and is, you know, letting the pups like suckle on its teats, and then you like kind of like nudge one of the pups away and like slide your mouth on one of her teats and start drinking dog milk. And in that sense, then it is sustenance, but that's a whole process, isn't it? Whereas it'd be much easier for you to just get a chicken and everybody can just have a chicken and walk around and just have eggs, free eggs for eternity. These things don't even die. They'll outlast you if you take care of it properly, I think. You can go 500,000 miles with a chicken without even an oil change. That is incredible. I don't know what these chickens are made of, but I'm for it. Get a chicken. Problem, solution. You're welcome right there, dude. Instead of, oh, what did I do with these prices? You can have so many eggs. You could be like an egg king. You could just have a chicken, pop an egg out, because you have so many. You just crush it in your hand. Walk around with crushed eggs in your hand. In the palm of your hand, just rub it all over just rub yourself with chicken and eggs. Maybe like don't rub the eggs, not the chicken. Maybe if you rub a little bit of chicken on yourself, but like just cover yourself with egg. Just yolk it up. Oh, the smell. You smell that? Hot sun hitting egg yolk on you. What is that? Sustenance. That's right. And nothing sexier than sustenance. I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen, this one had me all fucked up. This one had me all sorts of just, what are we doing here? What is this? What's going on? A lot of learning had to be done this week. A lot of learnage. I had to learn a little bit about the USAIDs. What is it? What USAIDs do? Because I've been hearing about it. A lot of, insightful people getting out there and getting out the good word, doing the good work, doing the Lord's work. You got to get out there, man. You got to get out there and spread the good word, which is happening. USAID is getting the Doge, the Department of something efficiency, the Department of Government Edging, Doge. That's right. They're doing like audits and stuff from what they're going through like, different departments, different agencies in the government, which is nice. In our government, being that we are the 51st state, so it is our government. Fuck yeah, dude. And I'd like to know where the fuck our money's going. So this Doge this edging agency is looking at companies and agencies and saying, what up with that dough? You got a lot of cash flow? What you doing with it, fool? What you doing with all that dough, fool? They'll say that. Apparently the USAID is this, it's a U.S. Agency for International Development. United States Agency for International Development. So it's like an agency for international. So we develop, so we create internationally, global, develop, create, build, agency, like a company. The United States, that many states together, united as one. United States agency, company, international, global, development, creating. So just basically, it's just like it's how do you create internationally with an agency? You do it with money. Apparently, these guys have a budget of a yearly budget of $40 billion. $40 billion is a lot of money, or maybe, or is it? Or is it? As I spiraled with doing a lot of, sat down and read a little bit about it and heard a lot of things too, and I'm just like trying to figure it out, trying to learn what's up with things. It's good to learn. It's good to have fun. This agency gets a lot of money from the government, and not from the government, like taxpayer money, but the government. It's a mixed bag because it's both an official part of the government, but it's also independent from the government, which is fucked up, son. Because like, are you with it or are you not with it? That's what I want to know. It's with it but without it, within it but within it but without it. Part of it but not a part of it. Official but not official. Like it's official, but it's not directly connected. So it's weird, is what it is. It's an agency. And then they go abroad and they do developmental work, like aiding people who are poor. They give aids to poor people. They give money to taxpayers. Money goes to the poor peoples across the world, in South America, and Latin America, and Asia, Europe, Africa. If there's a war-torn piece of the world, if there's a war that we may or may not have had, it doesn't matter how it got started. It doesn't matter. I don't care how it starts. Is there a part that needs to be rebuilt? We get in there. We rebuild it. Is there a school that needs to be schooled? Then get in there, and then like hell yeah. And there's just been it's good to know where the money's going. You know, Elon and the Doge have been looking into it. You know, good work comes. I'm trying to figure out what it, you know, because figure a few stuff out, and we are in the age of transparency, and which is nice. People are, things are coming to light, but it's like now we need a second portion of like what would happen? What would happen in an alternative or in an alternate universe? What would happen if you can't handle the truth? And then, but like a few good men. Number two, the more good men comes in, and he's like, now we're at a point where you can't handle the truth, and then you're like, I can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. I can't handle it. You go back and forth. Eventually, you land on, I can't handle the truth. So and then you get like not all the truth, but you get like you get a little bit more of the truth. Not all of it, of course, but like you get a little bit more. So you're like, okay, maybe I can handle a little bit of truth. Give me the truth. And they give you the truth, and then you're like, okay. So the money, because there's a lot of money. It's $40 billion. It's a lot of money. It's one of the biggest budgets out there. It's a lactating titty filled with money, just oozing, just motorboating out there, frivolously. It's nice. And yeah, the Doge and the administration, the government, the Donald Trump, President Trump's administration and the Doge want to sign up. From my understanding, they want to shut it down. They're like, enough, right there, people's elbow, right there. It's over. It's over. Too much spending on frivolous activities. Because yeah, they're doing all sorts of activities. They're going out there, helping, build schools in like Latin America or whatever. Like a fund for like trans trees in like Southeast Asia. There's a fund for like there's a blind hip hop breakdancing group in like Senegal. Or like Bolivia. There's like there's a gay dancer comic who wants to do fucking and a little bit of trans and it's like Middle East, a little bit of like feminism, build it. So it's doing different things. It's like women's rights. It's all over the place. It's global. It's international, hence the name international. So the money does some good things. I bet it does a lot of good things. But but then you begs the question, why should we care what goes on internationally? So then you realize, okay, sometimes, because yeah, what if it's happening, or if they can't get their trans trees to do regular trans tree activities, how's that our problem? And like sometimes we do good things abroad so that we have a soft touch approach in terms of like, foreign affairs and influence and shit. So we do the trans trees movement, or like, trans cats, and like free the ladies if need be. And also, get into like the social media apps and whatnot. And like, if there's a movement, if there's a social movement, of sorts. We kind of like, co-opted, get in there, get an uprising, rattle it up, and if there's somebody we like, we keep them in power. If they're not in our favor, if they're not willing to play ball, then get an uprising, kick him out or something. Low-key coups, just a little bit of low-key coup in, okay? Coup, low-key coup. Just low-key here and there. And it also, again, provides money for funding for different programs, poor people, getting people's educations, the environmental shit, which is a beautiful umbrella term for basically here's a ton of money. Where's it going? To the environment, to the trees, all right? To the trees and the oceans, and it's just a lot of money. Where's the money? It's in the trees, it's in the oceans, it's there, it's getting spent here and there. You're like, well, I don't want to do that. You might say that, but then just the big picture is like, well, if you don't, others will, because originally this department was created by JFK, and it was made to, counteract to the, Russian influence after during the Cold War, and it carried on. It was to consolidate all the different foreign aid agencies or companies. So it was just to consolidate all of them into one. So now we have it. So it is a good thing, and we do need to have a global, as much as it's like, yes, America first, all the 51st states, America first, all of that is, but like you also got to have influence abroad. It was learning part of it. You can't handle it, and then you're like, I can give me some of it at least. So you learn a little bit. So you're like, okay, I got to have influence abroad, because it's like superpower shit, dog. If it's not us, it's the Chinese. If it's not the Chinese, it's the Russians. So you got to ask yourself, does the world want to learn English, Chinese, or Russian? So, do you want to, no religion, communist, Chinese speaking, zip, Russian, a little bit, religious, maybe not, depending, or you roll with Christ and you speak English and you spend the dollar, dude. Dollar, Christ, money stuff, and fucking influence. It's good. It's a mixed bag. We're learning together. The point is, ladies and gents, and I'm just like, initially I hear about, I'm like, cutting it. Do we need to cut it? I'm all about, I was a little bit torn about it, because I'm like, at first I'm like, money to taxpayers' money. Where's it going? 40 billion. Only 10,000 employees. Where's all the money's going to? But at the same rate, like, it does many different things. This agency also provides a cover for the, CIAs, which is the fun part of it. So it's like there's like a CIA operation going abroad somewhere, and it needs to be low-key undercover. Low-key undercover. Little secret agent, man. Oh, fucking secret. A little bit of this abroad. And Nisa can't just go out there and be like, I'm a CIA agent, man, here to do secret CIA agent business. No, you go abroad and you say, I'm with funding programs, and I'm here to help you build trans trees, man. Your community certainly seems like they've been coming out of a war or a natural disaster. Don't you need more trans trees and like free the bitches? And then they're like, yeah, we like to free the bitches and get some trans trees going. And then you show up and you're like, I'm just a trans tree liberating, women's liberating titty movement fella. I'm all about that, and that's all I'm here to do. Nothing more. And you get in there and you do your operations, which is nice. So it plays as a cover for sometimes, not all the time. Plays as agents and can go over there and overseas and do like covert activities. So I'm like, looking at everything, I think, gathering all as much intel as we can, learning, do we get rid of it? Because like low-key, do we not need to do these? Do they not need to go on? And then I get it. I'm all for like, here's the thing though. Here's like, because our concern is like overspending, frivolous activities, doing, but also I'm from the, maybe this is like naive, maybe this is not, like money is like, don't we just print it? Don't we like low-key, just between you, me, the internet, doesn't it just mean nothing? How about this? I think it's like average folks, when you hear like 40 billion and you're like working your minimum wage job, like doing 9 to 5 or whatever, and like, or have 3 jobs and you still can't make ends meet or whatever. Your family's like, no eggs in the fridge, and you're like, get a chicken. Times like that, you hear it and you're like, oh, we shouldn't be spending more. But no, I think my thing has always been, let's get everybody rich. Let's get everybody, well, you want like Everybody, we should all be getting USAID. We should all be getting USAID. More USAID for everybody. Because these, soft touch approaches, we can't stop doing those. It's not like we can stop. The insight maybe that we need to be a little bit, we need to know where the fuck the money's going. It's nice to tighten up the belt, but if there's an option, again, this is maybe naive, if we don't have the option of printing more money, you just let me know that we don't, and I get it. We don't have them. I get it. We can't just low-key blow. It's hard to just print money. I get it. I understand. Somebody's got to be accountable. This is just one agency. But low-key, it's also, I'm just like, amp up the volume of the monies. Let's print it out. Let's just make ballers out of everyone. Everybody's rolling dough. And we go out there and fucking coup shit up, son. We coup shit up for the, let's coup it up. Let's just, or whatever else. Do a little bit of just, don't you want to roll up to some sort of Latin American country or somewhere in the Middle East or East Asia or Europe? Show up somewhere, it's spring, it's maybe fall. You get dropped off and you go to like a local cafe that's, got like an outside patio. You sit down, you got like khaki pants on with like a linen shirt, because it's nice to wear linen and it's breezy. The air comes through much easier. You don't want that synthetic fucking fake latex shit. You want cotton, maybe something breezy, something that breathes a little bit. And then you got sipping on some sort of like Turkish, Italian, Greek coffee. Doesn't matter where you are. All right, wearing loafers without socks. And you saw that in the movies and you're like, I can never pull off loafers without socks. But yes, you can. Yes, you can. With USAID, you can. Loafers without socks, khaki pants, a loose Hawaiian shirt. You're there. Sun is hitting you right in the eye. A beautiful woman approaches you. Huge tits, huge fucking tits. Would you like to look at a menu? She says it just like, what kind of accent is? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where it is. Huge tits, menu, red dress, tits. You order something, doesn't matter. Sangria on the rocks. It's not even a thing. Make it a thing. Get an omelet, get 2 eggs, get a little bit of chicken, it's not your money. Get a little bit of steak. Oh, senor, you look so handsome. What are you here to do? And you tell her, I'm here to do AIDS. I'm here to, you hear about those trans trees in the town center, the trees that are trying to be trans. I'm your guy. I'm your trans tree guy. I do that. And later in the evening, she's like, maybe you'd like to take me out to these trans trees you speak of and show me your world, mister. And you're like, of course, I'll gladly take you out to show you these trans trees in the evening, where I'm there to support the trans trees and the trans tree movement. Of course I will. And then you take her out and it's beautiful. The sun is setting. There's salsa music, Latin American, the devil's dance is going on. She's bending and also she's fucking contorting in all sorts of shapes and weird movements that you've never seen. Her leg is behind her ears, right? Her leg is behind her fucking ears right now, and she's still standing on both feet. How's she doing that? It's magic. It's beautiful. 8, 9, 10, 11, they stay up late in other places and do things. So it's like close to midnight. Go back to your bedroom in a hotel motel. Doesn't matter where. Doesn't matter. You rip off her clothes. Steal. Oh, he's my only one, mister. Don't. I'll buy you new ones. I'll buy you new ones. New ones, bitch. I'll buy you new ones. I'm the trans tree guy. USAID. From USAID with love. Okay? You go out there and you bang for several months. Build like a relationship. And you're like, am I the only one? You're the only one, baby. You're the only one. Until my assignment is up, of course. I'm a man that's dedicated to his work. I promise that I'm never going to stop fighting for trans trees' rights. And despite the fact that I've got work to do, and it's never ending, I love it. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to leave you behind. Let's make love one more time. It's been 6 months you've been making love. It's time for a new lover. It's time for a new lover. Get up. You gotta relocate. Fuck. But so that's fun. And you did a little bit of maybe you helped the trans trees. Did a little bit of cooing. You fucking overthrew a government. Maybe you overthrew a fucking government. How fun is that? Or maybe you put a government in place. How fun is that? Government in place. More crews. More government in place. More crews. Come on, dog. Oh, more Latin lover dancing. Maybe get her pregnant. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. You could come back 20 years later to South America, you got a kid that looks exactly just like you. This couldn't have happened without USAID. Come on. So I don't know. I'm torn. I'm like, do we cut it back? Or do we keep the agency to cover for the CIAs? Or are there similar agencies? Do we ask questions where the money's coming from? Did they save all the money, but once you figure it out, kind of, you're like, man, it's all a sham, sort of, kind of. It's all a pyramid scheme, isn't it? It's just a game of cups. One here, here 1 minute, gone the next. So I'll let you guys decide. You be the judge. Do you want to have fun with a little bit of money? Can we not fill the fucking, fill it up, more budget, double the budget, 80 billion. I want to, let's all go together. Let's all do coups. Come on, a fun coup. Nice tan lines. Oh, sand in your crack. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Fruity drinks with umbrellas inside them. Fruity drinks with umbrellas inside them, motherfuckers. Unlimited. USAID, god damn it. Stay on, focus. We need to have our soft touch power. Soft touch, low-key, soft touch, low-key coup. Okay? So after hearing all this, do I want us to be more efficient and not frivolous with monies? If I cared about what money, if I believed in how it's produced, and like if it meant anything to, because we live in an age of the cryptos and none of it means anything. So it's just, money's for everybody. Coups for everyone, dog. How fun is that? Oh, just a young man with a ladle filled with cum and a little twinkle, or maybe a little pink eye, maybe a little eye infection. Just a young man with a ladle full of cum and a twinkle, or maybe an eye infection in his eye, and just hopes and dreams, going out there doing all sorts of shit. So do we need to cut the USAID, or do we ramp it up and give more USAID? USAID, USAID, USAID. Ladies and gentlemen, more monies, more frivolous activities, just more fun, a little bit of activities all around you. So the lesson here is that money is just, let's make it happen. Let's get a good operation going. All right, let's have a little bit of fun, and it's fucking, you learn a couple of new dance moves from different parts of the world, catch a little disease here and there, burns a little while when you pee, and it's just memories, man. The memory bank. You look back and you're like, fucking, oh, that STI. Oh, was that East Germany? This was, there's no East Germany right now, but people, fucking just all of Germany. It could be anywhere in Germany. You could just be the red light district, and who knows how you got the STI. The point is that you got an STI, man. Fucking, it's a stamp in your fucking passport. STI from fucking Stockholm, wherever. Until next time. Peace out.